Potato chips are worldwide. In the US alone, 191.19 million Americans consumed plain potato chips. 86.95 million consumed barbecue potato chips. 69.67 million consumed sour cream and onion chips, and the list goes on. With potato chips being vegetarian and vegan friendly, I think it's safe to say that everyone has indulged in some potato chips. I mean, I've been eating potato chips since I could remember. One thing I never knew about potato chips is that we have a black man to thank for its popularity. Born George Speck and later professionally adopting his father's name, Crumb was born in 1824 in Saratoga Lake, New York. He grew up to realize his talent and passions in culinary arts. In the summer of 1853, Crumb worked as a chef at Saratoga Springs' elegant Moon Lake Lodge Resort, where French fries were a very popular menu item. Sidebar, French fries became popular in the States in the 1700s thanks to Thomas Jefferson. He learned about French fries in France with his slave/chef James Hemings. He then brought the concept back to the States and had Hemings prepare French fries often for the Jefferson residents. Okay, back to Crumb. While working at the Moon Lake Lodge Resort, there was a customer who sent his French fries back, complained and said that they were cut too thick. Crumb then got irritated and sliced up some potatoes as thinly as he could slice them. He fried them until golden brown and sent them back out. Little did Crumb know that this customer would rave over these, what I call, grudge chips. Other customers began to request these chips on a regular basis, eventually causing Moon Lake Lodge to add the chips to their menu. In 1860, Crumb opened his own restaurant called Crums House near Saratoga Lake, where each table started out with a basket of potato chips. Crumb ran his restaurant for the next 30 years until he retired. Crumb died in 1914, but left quite the legacy, needless to say. He was called the Edison of Greece by American Heritage magazine. Now, historians will argue that Crumb was not the sole inventor of potato chips, that there was an early potato chips recipe that dates back to 1817. It was an English doctor named William Kitchener who published a cookbook that mentions potatoes that are fried in slices or shavings. To that I say that Crumb likely had no knowledge of this random English cookbook. He fried up some chips on a whim to satisfy an unsatisfied customer. It was also Crumb who popularized potato chips. To this day, you can buy a version of Crumb's creations called Saratoga chips. Thank you, Brother Crumb, for potato chips.